couple of new plants. This is Fortunella margarita. I think that's the correct. It's or kumquat. It's a citrus fruit. It's like this, but my impression is I assume that this is on a dwarf rootstock, because I got this from someone else that didn't want it. And you can see bigger leaves and bigger fruit. There is a fruit on it that is much longer than the ones I have here. So I'm going to assume that's a different rootstock. Obviously, cultivation and health plays a role, but they are way too big, and I think it's a different rootstock after checking online as well, and it may be a more vigorous rootstock instead of a dwarf one. This is Duranda Gold. It has like hanging flowers, and it's a bit, the foliage is it gets all the way up to yellow, when it's fresh, and then it just becomes more green, but it's mainly for the flowers that I got it. It was a bargain. It was like €3.5. Not much update on the roses, although these are opening up, and the fragrant white one is opening up, so I want to see that. Oh, I have sprayed bicarbonate of potassium bicarbonate mixed with water and soap, and I'm just waiting to see the results. We have some powdery mildew, and I'm expecting that as I keep spraying, the new foliage will stay healthy and green instead of turning into this mess. Now I'm just doing some tests with the pipes, so I'm not sure if I should create 3 different lines, or I can just go through all of them with one line. The lines are much simpler. You just put the lines down, and I'll probably be doing that at least eventually. But with one line, I guess you don't have to cut a lot of pipes, and you use less materials, because you will need a connection here, which these are not very expensive. I'm just I'm trying to be very intentional about what I'm doing, so I guess I tend to overthink because of that reason. But in any case, I have checked below, and it seems to be very moist, but it's good. It's not too damp, I don't think. And I haven't watered since the last time I saturated the substrate finally, and I assume I'm gonna water probably weekly, and then maybe even less in a month or so, maybe even less than that. So I moved the garlic to a more sunnier spot, and it is growing very well, and some of it is shooting up. The other bulbs haven't done anything yet, or at least they don't seem to have. I didn't disturb them. I only checked the moisture level, and it was just barely moist, but I prefer it's barely moist than too wet. And the other thing is, I'm trying to figure out whether I'm gonna prop these up, and I'm also thinking that I'm gonna remove maybe now, maybe eventually, the pallets as well. Maybe in the summer it will be too hot, and if I keep them on the ground, that might keep the pots cooler. So I'll see. It's a pain to move all of these, but it's gonna have to be done if I decide to do that. And yeah, I am just trying to figure out, am I using these as a pot dish or these, or when do I use this and when do I use this? Because I will probably keep some plants in smaller pots. I don't think I'm gonna use these for every single plant. And just because I don't think it's necessary. So if I get some climbers, some loniceras, for example, some honeysuckles, I'm not gonna use this big one. Probably half of that is gonna be enough. And remember, it's just for roots. It's just for taking cuttings, just for propagation material. So yeah, there's gonna have to be some sort of pot dish. And because when I put these, especially if I keep the inline ones, these are gonna have to drip somewhere. And when they do, I want them to be collected, because in small pots I can't just be putting one dripper in each one. I can do it with these. It's much easier because they're big. But with the smaller ones, I can't really do it. And I'm just thinking, what's the laziest way? Am I gonna keep putting individually one of these? I can do something. I think I can do something a lot more efficient. That's why I thought of using like this. So if this is there and this is dripping in there, I don't care. I mean, it's gonna water the plants from underneath, so it will still do the job, and maybe even better, because they won't have to be, the dripper will not put water on the foliage, which if it's a rose, or most plants, or a lot of plants, but especially rose, that just it's a recipe for fungal diseases. And the other thing is, some of them are not strong. So you can see this one is like, I have to move that, and I have to replace it. So not all of them can take the weight, and maybe even eventually all of them will cave in. We'll see. And yeah, I can get at least as much, at least this amount more. So I can get to all the way up to here. Somewhere here I'm gonna stop, I think. And so I can get a few more plants in, quite a few. And obviously I have this space as well, at least. But yeah, for now I'm just trying to decide all of these things. There's no rush. Right now they're not growing much. I'm not even taking any material out. I'm thinking of splitting these, because like I said on another video, there are 4 on each. That's 1, that's 3, but most of them are 4. And I can't have 4 roots, 4 individual plants inside that small pot. And also I might even put some for sale. Not right now, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I can't be doing that. But yeah, other than that, if I'm to do anything else, it will be set up the irrigation system, and then and then get some materials, not materials, just get some propagation material. So or make more air layers. Like I've done one here. Should have done way more than that, but anyway, I've done one here. It seems to be keeping the moisture well. I've done it a few weeks ago, so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, and that's how it turned out. And I'm probably gonna put one more valve to be able to shut off those, just in case the pressure isn't enough. And also the allotment isn't always active, which I should be putting stuff in, and I can't be putting stuff in, but yeah, I was being lazy. So yeah, I'll update as I go, and that's it for now.